They said the world ends in brushstrokes, not fire, not war, just fading one name at a time. But I couldn't let hers be next. I was never meant to be the hero, just the one who stood when no one would. Carried her name through the ashes, through silence no promise ever could. If the world must end tomorrow, let it do so on my terms today. I'll face the dark alone, if it means she finds the light and walks away.
I still hear her voice in the creak of these halls, the way Sophie laughed through the walls of it all. We were dreamers once before the paints wrote fate. Now I trace her name in the dust left by hate. The city don't grieve, it forgets and it swallows. It feeds off the past and regurgitates sorrow. But I kept her photo by the gears in flame, told myself this mission might still earn her name. I ain't no chosen, no prophecies man, just a fool who stood up and still raised his hand. Took maelle from the storm, kept her breathing and close. She's more than a cause, she's the part I love most. We moved through the ruins where silence was law, each step a prayer, each shadow a flaw. Expedition 33, a grave dressed in hope, name stitched on uniforms hung by a rope. The sky looked away, the ground split in grief, but I held them together with grit and belief. Verso spoke riddles, the girl watched my hand, and I walked like a man who still had a plan. But inside I was breaking like frostbitten steel, dreams rusted through with no time to heal. I saw what the gamage had taken from men, how it unmade the heart and erased every win. Still I carried maelle like the last fragile thread between this cursed world and what lives when it's dead. Her brush painted nightmares across blood-soaked skies, erasing the names of the brave and the wise. We watched comrades vanish like tears in the storm, and still I stepped forward while my body deformed. The armor cracked first, then the bones underneath, but I gritted my teeth and stood firm on belief. Maelle at my back, with eyes still too pure to carry this curse, to bleed like the cure. The paintress was near, I could feel the world stall, like she held the moment, like she'd silence us all. Verso said run, but I knew what it meant, that time for me was already spent. I turned to the girl, hand over her chest, said your life is the answer, don't give them the rest. Then I charged with the fury of all that I lost. My soul is the canvas and death is the cost. Maelle, if you're hearing this, then I guess I really didn't make it. But that's alright. I didn't walk this far to come back. You were the one thing I never doubted. Not when the storms came, not when the sky broke, not even when my body started failing. You were hope in a world that forgot how to speak it. You were the light when all I had left was the weight of dying promises. So listen to me. You don't owe the dead, you owe yourself. Live loud, love hard, make them remember, not me, but what we tried to build. And if you ever feel alone, just look to the fire. I'll be there, in the warmth, in the smoke, in the silence after the storm. I was never meant to be the hero, just the one who stayed when no one could. Carried her name through the fire, through silence no promise ever withstood. If the world must break tomorrow, then I broke so she could walk away. I faced the dark alone, just to give her back the day.